right, another top 10 list for you guys here today. We have been getting absolutely slammed with wide receivers. We have so many that have came out within this last 2 weeks, and the last time I did a top 10 wide receivers was actually 2 weeks ago right here on today on a Tuesday. But if you guys enjoy top 10s like this, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. I do gameplays and all the brand new cards as well, and we are pushing for 40,000 subscribers, man. I appreciate all the love in Madden 24 so far, but other than that, let's get right into it. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. Right here at number 10, we do have a little bit of an older card, and he was actually, I believe, 3 or 4 on the list the last time we made it, but he is still a dog. Obviously, he is on the slower end now. Calvin Johnson sitting with 88 speed is, you know, something you don't want to see, but I do think 6'5", 236 has a lot to talk about. We obviously got a big body wide receiver. He gets the good animations, and he breaks a lot of tackles as well with that body weight, but as you guys know, his stats actually were really good for the time he came out. He has 90 medium, 91 deep, a 90 spec catch. The only thing that is literally bad about this card is that he's an 88 speed player. That is it. I mean, even the overall, he looks like a card that would be a 90. He just got a little bit cheated on speed if you're comparing to other 90 overalls, right? But at the end of the day, Calvin is still usable. He is also dirt cheap. He's like 105K right now. If you're a budget guy, this guy's got to be on your squad right now. And at number 9, we have DeAndre Hopkins. This is a card that you see on literally no one's team, and obviously it's because he's an LTD and he's not like up there with the top 5, top 6 guys in the game, but he's still usable. If you're a big D-Hop guy, especially after that game you watched yesterday, I think DeAndre Hopkins is one that you could definitely throw on your squad. He has 90 base speed, also 90 medium route running. The spec catch is at 90 right there, but even when you compare him to a guy like Calvin, like I said, a 90 overall compared to an 88 overall card, even Calvin's stats across the board look a little bit better, but I do think I would take that +2 speed on a guy like D-Hop, and also being 6'1" is a nice height. I don't think it's like terrible. I don't think being small is a big deal at wide receiver this year, and I don't think being tall is like super OP this year, but it is still nice. I really do like these 6'1" to like 6'2" guys, because I think they run the routes the best, and they have the chance of agging with their height as well, especially with the small corners in this game besides Sauce Gardner, right? So D-Hop is definitely a viable option here. At number 8, another super underrated card that just came out literally last Wednesday for Team of the Week. Christian Kirk, a dog in this game. Obviously one of the most underrated players in real life too. He has 91 base speed, so we're getting up to that 91 right there. They gave him 90 base catching, 92 short route running, and a 90 deep route running. So he looks good across the board. I know some people will look at those 86s and the 87s right there. As you guys know, Madden works off thresholds. If he's above 85, he's hitting all the all Madden ones. And all Madden is the threshold you want to hit right now. Mutt Champs is in all Madden. All the events are in all Madden. The only thing that's not in all Madden is just the normal head-to-head base, right? So I think hitting that 85 threshold is a little bit more important, but he does hit a couple 90s there too. But I'm not going to rank him too high. Although his stats are very good, he's very fast. Being 5'11", man, he looks just like a couple other cards you'll see on this list. But number 7, we have Devonte Adams. Although you are losing that speed, you are gaining a little bit in height right here, going back up to that 6'1". I will say Devonte Adams obviously stacks up really well with a guy like D-Hop, but I do factor in that he gets the best theme team in the game. I think Most Feared is by far the best. Like, it's not even close. Like, number 2 is miles and miles and miles away from, and it's really easy to build with the backups too. I don't want to put that too much into factor, or I would even have Devonte Adams higher than this, but this was one of those cards that I feel like you just had to use him because he plays so much better than he looks on paper. He only has 1 route running above 90, but I felt like he's been one of the best route runners I've used all year. I don't know if it's his build, if he's just coded differently, but this card was an absolute dog. I don't have him anymore because I'm moving away from that 50-50 Most Feared, but Devonte Adams is still a dog, man. He's one of the cheaper 90 wide receivers in the game as well, I believe. Number 6, we got another AKA in OBJ right here. I don't know why I said another. I don't even think I've shown an AKA yet, but we have OBJ right here at number 6, and this dude is a dog. I've gotten to use him a lot. He was on my field since the day he came out to recently. I think he is an underrated card. He basically looks just like Christian Kirk, though. He does have some absurd stats, so 93 spec catch, and trust me, I did notice it out there. It was crazy that a small guy like this came down with some of the catches that he got. He also had 90 short, 92 deep. He basically is Christian Kirk when you look at it. Honestly, you could even, like, him, Tay, and Christian Kirk, I guess you could kind of swap those guys all around however you want. But out of all the guys I've used, I would say OBJ has been one of the more, you know, special ones. He's also great after the catch. Being a smaller guy, you get, like, the better animations. Although Devonte has the big juke, I don't know if it's just because OBJ is just so small he never gets touched after the catch, but I seem to turn like little plays into big touchdowns with this card all the time. Number 5, I do have Harold Carmichael, and this is one of the hardest cards to grade. I will say for many of you guys, this card might be the best card in the game, but for a lot of people, I think he also is a card that nobody wants on their field. Obviously, they had to nerf him somehow. They gave him 89 speed. If they gave him 90, 91, he'd be on everybody's team. I currently am using him. I do like him in certain situations. I feel like he gets actually picks a lot, so he actually helps my other wide receivers get open because they just run, the corners will run into his big body like in man coverage and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I will notice there's been times where he's blown by people at the line of scrimmage and then he gets hawked down. That's literally, it happens so much. I watched Devin White do it to me so many times today because he's in my slot and I'll just have run streaks with him. And if you man him up, I mean, everybody just, you got to throw it perfectly with a guy like him. They balanced him like almost to like perfectly where he's not too OP, but you can still get those crazy eggs. The trajectory on high balls too, on like corners and digs and whatnot, I do like, but like I said, I think this is a card that you kind of got to change your play style around. He's not a guy you can just throw out there and be OP anymore. This isn't Madden 23. Number 4, we got DK. I think a lot of people might even throw him at 1. I've noticed in the comments, in my Twitch chat, all over Twitter, this is probably a lot of people's favorite card in the game. Obviously, he's, I think, the cheapest one on this list besides Calvin Johnson. I think he's like the second cheapest card. And also, he is just that good. He really is. He is 6'3", 90 speed, so you're getting that +1 from Carmichael right there. He has 91 spec, 91 short, and a 92 deep route running. And also after the catch, just like our Calvin earlier, he's 235 pounds. He breaks a lot of hit stick tackles. He has the good juke. He has the girdle. He's tall. Yeah, DK is just, he's one of a kind, man. He's definitely tough out here. Moving to number 3, this is my personal favorite wide receiver in the game right now. This card is a dog, man, an absolute dog. And just like Tay earlier, he goes in that most feared theme team, so that definitely does boost him a little bit. You'll notice right away, he's actually, I think, the first wide receiver on this list that doesn't hit at least one of the thresholds out of the 6 main wide receiver abilities, which is like, or statistics, like catching, all 3 of the catching and all 3 of the route running. He actually has an 82 spec, or an 82 catch and traffic right there. I will say you're not really throwing high balls or contested balls with Jamar Chase anyways. At least you shouldn't be if you have eyes. I don't know. I wouldn't be throwing double team balls or just high balls to Jamar Chase. He's a guy you want to get open down the field, obviously with 91 speed, 90 deep, and 90 short, and 92 spec, by the way. I wouldn't worry too much about the catch and traffic. I still have him on my team. I'm never throwing contested balls unless I literally have to and I'm panicking. But Jamar Chase, man, this card's a dog. He also isn't 5'11" like the other 91 speed guys we showed. He plays bigger than 6'2". I always feel like he looks a lot bigger than just the normal 6 foot. At number 2, we just did a gameplay on him literally right before you are watching this video. The gameplay came out earlier today. I'm posting this like a couple hours after so we can, you know, see some time in the middle, marinate a little bit of time. But Justin Jefferson is an absolute dog. I did mention in the video, though, that it might be hard to invest $850K. That's what he's going for into him right now because we are getting 91s. On Thursday. We're definitely getting it with all Madden. We're probably going to get a wide receiver in there as well. But Justin Jefferson, for the time being, for a card, you'll see who our number 1 is. But for auctionable cards, I probably just gave it away. Jay Jettas is definitely the best wide receiver in the game, right? 91 base speed. He is 6'1" base. He has all 3 of his route running above 90. He even has the 92 spec, and he also is 6'1". I told you guys, I think the 6'1" and 6'2" guys are like the best in the game. I think they run the routes the best, and also they get the good animations as well still. Justin Jefferson, you watch that gameplay, 6 touchdowns. You got to go watch it. It was absolutely insane. And go see for yourself how good this card truly is, man. Like I said, it's so hard to invest that much coins into him unless you got a crazy coin stack. So at number 1, I don't have him yet, but I know you can earn him this week. So I am recording this, like I said, on a Monday, and I know you can get Randy Moss later this week with everybody keeping track of your stats. If not, you'll be able to get him like early next week. So I want to keep him in this list because I don't really update these lists for like at least like minimum 2 weeks, 14 days, right? Randy Moss is going to be the best wide receiver in the game when you get him for a while at least. He's 92 speed base on him. I'm on this screen because, like I said, I only have mine at a 90, so I don't really want to show those stats. But he'll have 92 base speed. All of his catching, I believe, is above 92 besides the spec catch. No, he has catch and traffic at 90. He has the medium route running at 90. The short route running will be at 90 as well. And I think his deep is already fixed on this card, right? What is his deep? His deep's already 92, man. Randy Moss is an absolute dog. He is free. Like I said, I have to include him on the list because I know we're getting him, and I know everyone's going to ask, should we be using him over other guys? Yes, boys. Randy Moss, they basically gave us the GOAT for free in Madden. Kind of a crazy play by EA there. All right, boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which wide receivers are you rocking right now. Are you using 3, 4? Which ones are they? And also, are you saving up for an all Madden wide receiver? That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I sold that Jay Jettas. I love him, but I know we're about to get a go on Thursday. I just know we are. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. We got those Halloween LTD gameplays coming out tomorrow. Don't know who they are, but we're going to try them out, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys.